2010 Cadillac SRX. Got called in here. They put in a new transmission control module. The engine's running right now. If you look over here, Prindle is not lit up. Notice that there's no indicators on there. That's a good sign to you that it's not programmed and that it's not ready to go. We just scanned it just to make sure there, and although I took it off the screen, it was a P0602, which is for not programmed. So when you go into your TIS2 web here and you're going into your GM programming, don't make this mistake. Don't come in here and just click on transmission control module. When they have a new module in it, that's not going to get you there. That comes after this process right here, engine and transmission control modules. You have to start with this first before you can go into the next process. So I'm going to turn the key off, and then I'm going to turn the key back on, which you have to wait the 5 seconds there. You got to hold the button in for 5 seconds before it will go back in. You hit that little start button, hold it in there for 5 seconds before it'll actually go into your ignition on, and then your ignition turns on for you. I've seen guys out there like, oh, this thing won't go into, I can't get the ignition to turn on. Well, you have to hold it for 5 seconds. Something as simple as that. Anyhow, I'm going to move in there, ECM, TCM, going to do our programming from here. As somebody plays Candy Crush. Yeah. Alright, not Candy Crush, but... See, it wasn't Candy Crush, it was something else. Alright, anyhow. So here's what we got here. Go in there and do the ECM, TCM programming. It's going to give you engine and transmission. There are two tabs up here at the top. So engine on this side, transmission on this side. Make sure that everything is green check marked and that you don't have to select anything different. And hit your next button. That's going to tell you all the new updates that's going to put in there, or any enhancements that they have. And then we're going to start that programming. How's it going? And then get things going. How you doing, bud? And of course, you'll be waiting a little while there for this programming procedure to start off and get things going. And this will be a very long, drawn-out process. But after this procedure, this part of the procedure is done, the next thing you do then, and you go into transmission control module, and it'll give you two options in there. One of them is going to be the oil reset, so you're going to change over the oil life to 100%. And then after that is a fast learn. That's like if you were a Chrysler guy and you know anything at all about Chryslers there, we used to have our quick learn. Well, that's what the fast learn is on GM. However, if it fails, it means that while you're doing that there, the vehicle will go into neutral position and it will stay in neutral. I don't know that I'm going to be able to keep you guys on here for 11 more minutes of all this, but maybe I'll come back there again and I'll show you the second part of the process after this is done. But they just didn't want to make sure, though, that if you're ever going in there and you're doing this and you're just going into TCM, that's not going to get rid of your P0602. So... I don't know, I just try to remember all these little nuances as we're out there doing them, and I'll try to refer them out to you guys as often as I can. So, stay tuned, part 2 coming up.